Wow. So it only took like 10 days to get to making this video. So here I was feeling pretty awesome that I got my February spreads done before January 20th. And then my family got sick. Then we had Polar Vortex 2019 and my desktop computer died, winning. So that said, I'm gonna keep my introduction today short, and my theme for February is hearts, so let's get started. But first, if you don't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button below to follow for more future video content from Planning Mindfully. My setup for February is actually a loose interpretation from Amanda Rachley's setup from February 2018. I wanted to go for a simpler look that had easy doodles and that were fun and interesting to create. So after going through the general layout in pencil, I went ahead and started to outline everything on my page with the size medium Faber-Castell fine liner. Then I went through and added smaller details with the size small Faber-Castell. I actually found heart-themed doodles to be very simple and easy to modify, so I could make it my own. You may even catch me adding a doodle or two here and there that I didn't actually pencil in initially. Then I went in and started coloring, first with the Tombow twin tone markers for some of the smaller doodles. I really like these markers because the dual tips allow me to utilize both the broad tip and the fine tip for different types of drawings. For the February calligraphy, I used a Faber-Castell brush pen labeled B, and I like these brush pens a lot. So then I went in and colored a few more of the doodles with the Tombow twin tone markers again. And I have to admit, I was actually really impressed with how well the ink on the Faber-Castell and the twin tone pens dried, because I was actually able to erase my pencil markings right away and with minimal smudge. I used a Tombow mono eraser to erase, and it's actually one of my favorite pencil erasers ever. And as somebody who is a pen lover, I almost can't believe that I'm saying that. So yeah, here is my February cover page. I think it turned out super fun, and it's actually a little bit different from what I normally do. It was fun to get to try something a little new. All right, for my February monthly calendar, I decided to try a redo of the calendar I was hoping to create in my January setup. Well, before I messed it up royally, and I'll link that video at the end of this video. So I started the lettering with a bright pink Tombow dual brush pen. Then I used the size small Faber-Castell pen to draw the boxes for the calendar. I decided to nix the ruler and create the boxes by hand, so that way they don't look perfect, but I think that actually adds to the charm. Not to mention, I don't have to worry about smudges because I moved the ruler 1/2 millimeter. That's annoying. I created a box on the side for some notes on the far right. I had this super cute heart washi that I got from Pipsticks that I had actually never used before. By the way, I am a huge fan of Pipsticks. This actually isn't sponsored by Pipsticks, but that just goes to show how much I love them. So Pipsticks is a sticker subscription company, and they send you a pack of stickers every month for a small price. They actually have plans for kids and for an adult, and each of those plans has a light plan and a pro plan. I have the pro plan, and I get so many cool stickers every single month. And besides the subscription packs, they also sell stationery boxes, notebooks, stickers, washi, and other fun goodies every planner lover needs. I actually think I got this washi from one of their stationery boxes where I bought a ridiculous amount of stationery supplies for a very reasonable price. So I will go ahead and link the information about Pipsticks and their subscription plans below for you to check out in the description box, and you'll actually see some of the stickers in my weekly setup video that I'll put out next week. After prettying up the calligraphy a little more by adding some shading and lines, I added some more heart doodles with the Faber-Castell pen. The heart doodles are very similar to the ones I created in my cover page. And last, I went in and added the dates and the details for the calendar spread. Then I colored in some of the doodles. Personally, I think this turned out amazing, don't you? Now for the habit tracker. So you'll see that I set up everything prior in pencil, and this is super helpful to make sure that everything that I create fits, that everything looks right, and that I have enough boxes for all the days of the month. At least on a bright side with February, I only have 28 days to worry about rather than 31. Have you ever run out of days while setting up your bullet journal? Tell me below in the comments, and no shame, I have done it frequently. So first I started with the calligraphy for the habit tracker spread. I used a red Tombow dual brush pen. The dual tip came in handy since I didn't have enough space for tracker in the same calligraphy style. Then I used the Faber-Castell for the details in the tracker backs and the heart doodles across the bottom. I will admit that doing the doodle border on the bottom in pencil first helped me not mess up drawing out the doodles in pen. And then after filling in the hearts, I doodled some of them in with the styles that I used in the other spreads for February. And last, for the habit tracker spread, I used the Tombow dual brush pen to color in the hearts. After completing the doodles, I went in and spruced up the calligraphy a little more, creating some depth with shading and a little bit of white gel pen. I love the bubble effect that comes with adding the gel pen. Okay, so the heart mood tracker was so simple, like beyond simple, like good simple though. I added some variation with different sizes, but for the most part, it was all the same shape. And I actually didn't even use a stencil and pencil. A stencil and pencil, hey, that rhymes. But before doodling the hearts, I did go ahead and I wrote out the page information at the top first. I tend to work top down a lot of the time to prevent smudging. And then I went through and drew out the hearts one by one. And then to complete the mood tracker spread, I went ahead and labeled the dates next to each heart. 28 total. Guess I did it right. For February, I decided it was time to reintroduce my goal tracker spread. I have a bit of a convoluted setup with my goal tracker, so I decided I wanted to try something a little new. My setup involves a tracker system that's located in the middle of the spread, which I focus on setting up first. I use a Faber-Castell pen and a ruler to help set it up accurately. And you'll actually see where I made a few mistakes and corrected those with my Uniball Signo white gel pen, the same one that I used in my habit tracker. They're great not only for decoration, but amazing for correcting simple mistakes. So after setting up the significant part of the tracker, I went through and I organized the outer sections. There will be 4 sections around the tracker dedicated to personal, professional, family, and financial goals. The outer sections are for me to help label and remember which goals that I'm trying to work on daily so that I can easily reference them as I fill out my tracker. Then I labeled the sections in the tracker as well. I used a Tombow twin tone marker to color in the hearts and then also to create the faux calligraphy used on the bottom. I will admit my calligraphy for this spread wasn't my best work, but it turned out okay. I also used a twin tone to label and organize the section for each box. Then I went back in with an extra small Faber-Castell pen to label the days of the month times 8. The last thing I did for the goal spread was to outline the calligraphy and fill in the white spaces. Personally, I think it was a very interesting setup indeed. Curious to see how I like it over the course of February. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering what notebook that I'm using, I am using a Scribbles That Matter A5 dot grid journal. If you'd like to know more about this type of journal, please read my Scribbles That Matter blog post review located in the description box. They are one of my 2 favorite notebook brands. My last major monthly spread was my time tracker. So the question I get a lot is, what is a time tracker? Well, everyone seems to know what a sleep tracker is, and that's where you label what hours you sleep every night. So this is kind of like a sleep tracker, but I felt like it was a huge waste to leave all that white space for the rest of the day. So I changed it up and created my own version. So now with the time tracker, different colors represent different activities, and I can actually go in and log what activities I did throughout the entire day. I can see what activities I did when I did them, and it helps me look for patterns and ways I can improve my productivity in the future. I colored the hearts on top with a Tombow dual brush pen and used twin tone markers to decorate the tracker. So like I said earlier, I usually work top down on spreads, but since this layout can be a little intense to create, I went ahead and set up the tracker first. With there only being 28 days in the month, I actually had a lot more space than usual for the border. So with the amount of spreads leaving an extra awkward page between the monthly and weekly setup, my last page here will be a quick simple quote page that matches the theme of the month. The quote I chose was, "Start each day with a grateful heart." And I kept it very simple with simple calligraphy and a small heart doodle at the end. Well, there you have it for my February 2019 Heart Theme Bullet Journal Plan With Me video. That was a mouthful. So I had a ton of fun creating these heart theme spreads. I found hearts to be a super simple theme, but it was fun and interesting, and I highly recommend it for any month of the year because, you know, hearts are always in season. So I'd love to know about your setup for February. Let me know what theme you picked in the comments, and if you also did a heart theme for February, make sure to share your spreads if you put them up on Instagram or any other social media platform. Just link them in the comments and I will feature yours in next month's Plan With Me video. Everything that I reference in this video today, from blog posts to channels, supplies, and videos, and anything else that I'm forgetting, that will be in the description box. And last but not least, please subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so you're notified about future content from Planning Mindfully. So if you would like to see last month's Plan With Me video that features a freaking awesome unicorn theme, you can click that here. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.